Navigating through loneliness. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. When you feel alone. So the other day I was talking to a dear friend, and she's the one that lost her husband after many, many years. And she and her husband built their life around each other. And they had been married a very, very long time, had a very, very happy marriage. And now she's suddenly alone. They have one adult child who is grown and has his own life as well. And so now she feels very, very alone. Even though she has friends, she feels kind of, I think, isolated from the life that she led. And so this can happen when we go through a period of loneliness or being alone. And I think often people that now feel that they're alone, maybe for many, many years of their life, or maybe for always, they always had people around them. And now, for whatever reason, whether it's the loss of someone through, death, or whether it's the loss of someone through a divorce, or the loss of someone that has moved on in their life in some other way, or moved away, or maybe the relationship has changed from what it used to be, and someone built their life around that. And maybe they built their life around a job. Their whole life was their job. And now they are no longer on that job. And so they have this big void, this big space. And they get up every day and they have no place to go like they did in the past. And I think that during aloneness, we learn a lot about who we are. We become, if we use it right, we develop our own self, our own potential, our own company. We find out just who we are during that time of aloneness, or what some call being lonely. And sometimes we don't even know what to fill it up with. As in my friend's situation, she's now, in my age group. So she's no longer in the 20s or 30s when often people would rush right out there and fill it up with another relationship. And so what happens during this time of aloneness or being lonely? I believe that we do self-develop, and we do find out who we are, what we're made of. We decide what our dreams are. Do we have dreams? Maybe we haven't had our own dream for a long time, and now gradually that dream will begin to develop. Maybe we don't know what direction to take, but gradually I believe that most people know what direction to take. It may take some time to find out just who you are, what you want your future to look like. And so it's during that time where you feel ambivalent, or maybe uncertain, or not knowing what you want, and not knowing what to go for, and not having a specific goal, that you feel that sense of aloneness. But once you decide what your goals are, often that's where you meet other people. That's often where other people come into your life that are also having a similar goal, the same goal, or that will help you along the way. And so when other people come in, that's often when you form new friendships. Those friendships or those relationships won't probably be anything like the ones that you came out of. They will be totally different. Your season that you go into after loneliness or being alone is a brand new season, unlike any other season that you've been in. It is not unusual for people to go through a period of aloneness. And yet the people that have been lonely or alone for a period of time often will tell you that that was where they developed themselves the most. They became the most creative, they got to know themselves, and ultimately they found happiness. And so I believe that most of us want to be around people, most of us want to have meaningful relationships, but for whatever reason, if our relationships are not as meaningful at this time, or maybe we are in relationships that are not giving us what we want at this time, and so we feel isolated, abandoned, we feel like, we're going it alone. And sometimes we are going it alone, and that's okay. Get to know yourself, get to love yourself, and those new goals, those new dreams, and those new people will come to you as you go along. Sometimes putting one foot in front of the other and appreciating and valuing this time, as difficult as it may seem, can be one of the best things that we can do. Moving forward in our lives, creating new dreams, new goals as we go along, and yet being patient with ourselves during the time of loneliness or being alone. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.